long gap. And today we are going to talk a lot about our regional development planning, what have we learned in the course, and a breakthrough session on answer writing also. I see many people haven't joined yet, so let us wait for 5 minutes so that everyone joins. You can ask me any doubts if you have during this time. Waiting for all others to join. And to join so that this important session is not missed. So you don't get many answer writing sessions in the regular courses, but Masterstroke is all about you learning, you knowing, and being able to write also. Get that? Quickly, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Good afternoon, Ratnam. Like, just a minute. So we read about various models, but in this time, which model is actually working? Okay, which model is working? Okay, so which model is working? We've talked about many models. Perfect. So that's also to be thought of. What else? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So regional development, that is also there. Perfect. So today's class, let me start the class so like people can keep on joining. The idea is that I don't want anyone to miss this important breakthrough class on answer writing. So many people keep sending me answers, saying, "Sir, please review." And most of the time, those answers are generally some copied from the book or some few points like a school kid, despite all these lectures. So most of the time, though, I do not spare itna time nahi hota कि उस child answer को दिया जाए. But I really think that in this class, you have a very good opportunity to think and link and get a breakthrough in answer writing. So all of you are invited. I would not generally be able to entertain those answers. Somebody says I'm in an office, so I can't attend your live classes. So this is my answer, and in that answer, he copies some points, 1, 2, 3 data from that, and he says, "Sir, please check, sir." And when you say, like this is 3.2 out of 10, then you say, "Okay, I'll improve." Or फिर वही answer submit करेगा. So it doesn't make sense. We're coming towards the end of the course, so we should develop that ability to think and link. And especially when the course, when I had given you an assignment on case studies, I was not very happy with the case studies. Number one. So जो अभी case studies आई MLP पर, they were not that going that powerful. So I want you to see what kind of integration of ideas, what kind of integration of maps, illustrations, and case studies selected students do. And from today onwards, we're left with around 7 days for mains. So we will be uploading some best answers from the excuse me, from the previous toppers, best answers from the previous toppers of who have been selected in Masterstroke, and even MMP 2022 answers, they will be uploaded. So the intention is that breakthrough should happen. And I also want to tell you that the next course, which I'm starting from 8th of October, we are not keeping it as paper one and paper two. Get that? So I started my course. So every time when I start a geography course, when I start a geography course, I need to be inspired for that. Yes or no? So the first course which I started on this platform was PGC. I don't know how many of you saw PGC. People who are new, उनके लिए Telegram group भी लगा दिया मैंने. I don't know how many of you saw PGC. PGC is called Physical Geography Curriculum, where we decided to have only physical geography. Then we had a course called HGC, where we decided to have human geography. That was not paper one and paper two. Second round of courses which I offered, I thought, let me do it paper one and paper two. Get that? So Samat is saying this time, please start with human geography if possible. So Samat, I will to start with whatever is to be needed. So paper one, many people joined us in paper two. So that is what we are talking about. So sir, उसमें आपने oceanography से start किया था. Well, PGC starts with oceanography or climatology. So now from the, I think I have decided some date, 7th of October. 7th of October say A to Z of geography is coming. So the new course which is going to be there, it will be combined paper one and paper two. So people who have joined me in paper two, you will have the advantage. First, we will bring paper one in that only. So paper one lectures will be there. But what happens in paper one is that if we are doing paper one and we are not connecting that with paper two, so sometimes the student may miss on the links. So your advantage is that you have already done paper two. So when I start with A to Z of geography, the new course, so when we do paper one, you will see that I will be connecting paper two into that. Is everyone okay? That is one thing. Second thing, I am also thinking of this environment related issues. Rather than going for those long sessions of 1.5 hours or something, somebody reported, sir, that those special sessions, when your subscription on Unacademy ends, those special sessions, if they are long, then you cannot watch the full session. So I'm thinking around 45-minute session. So morning, evening, maybe around 11 o'clock, I'm planning to bring in something on environment, and that will be all current environment. So basic standard environment course, that would be on GS course for the plus subscribers of GS. But for others, there will be morning and evening environment also coming in. Do we get that? The foundation course which we have designed is also about to start. Foundation course for the next batch will start on the 24th. So that these are some of the announcements for people who are in batch, who have joined the batch from paper 2. Get that? Now today when we are talking about breakthrough, I want Samat is saying some paper 1 topics are also left. So which topics are left? Samat को बता देना. Paper 1 and 2 सही है सर, revision भी हो जाएगा. हाँ बिल्कुल revision हो जाएगा. That is why it is called the A to Z of geography. And because अभी आपने paper 2 किया है तो link भी हो जाएगा. ठीक है? So most of the topics तो हो ही गए थे पेपर 1 के भी. पेपर 2 के अगर कुछ टॉपिक्स बचे हुए हैं, आई थिंक एक एग्रीकल्चर का था, इंडस्ट्री आई हैड डन. Agriculture, one topic was left, so please remind me those things. Though most of them, as I said, as the course keeps on coming, they will be done. Or a contemporary issues रह जाएगा, that is going to be there. Get that? So today's session is more about that breakthrough in answer writing, breakthrough in what you have learned, and what we can do about that. Samat is saying advanced perspectives and some from geomorphology. Yes, Samat, advanced perspective थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो रहा है अभी देना उसे. So advanced perspective को एक separate course बना के ले आते हैं. We can be working on that. Maybe in the coming days, we will be looking at advanced perspective on that. Because many students may not be. फिर वही है, अभी when I ask you people to write answers, normal answers लिख नहीं पा रहे the class. So if I start giving you advanced perspective, it will just be a dictation on that. ठीक है? तो समझ एक you have my number, उस पे एक message में लिख देना क्या क्या geomorphology का बचा है. So I'll try and give them as special sessions. ठीक है? So everyone, what is coming in the way of answer writing for us? What is coming in the way of answer writing for us? So then for how long will be A to Z of the course? Because my subscription will end in December. So अभिशन साहब वैसे भी अगर पेपर 1 भी करते तो पेपर 1 was for around 3-4 months. So अगर हम उसे शुरू कर रहे हैं अक्टूबर मिड से तो अक्टूबर नवंबर दिसंबर जनवरी तक तो पेपर 1 ही रहेगा. पेपर 1 has to come. Then Feb and I think up to March कोशिश करेंगे उसको मार्च तक वाइंड अप कर दो. So that is going to be there. And when we have paper 2 towards March and April, no. So paper 2 when we have till March and April. So paper 2 is about Indian geography, that helps in GS also. So paper 1 which people have joined me directly from paper 2, paper 1 should end by January. वो end हो जाएगा. ठीक है? तो आपके पास you will have sufficient time. People who join from paper 2, you will have sufficient time to go into your GS also. And if you want the revision, so A to Z will be revising everything for you. Everyone, what is coming in the way of answer writing? Honestly बताइए क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रही है आंसर राइटिंग में? आज उसका ब्रेक थ्रू करना है. And this is our last day on regional development and planning. So I want to do something on that only. So we will use regional development and planning. So what is the problem coming in answer writing? Many of you started, कुछ आप लोग काम भी कर रहे हैं. But what are the problems that you're facing in answer writing? Quickly. टॉपर के आंसर में we find our answers very general. That's one aspect, perfectly okay. When we are writing our answers are general. So everyone, today's class is a breakthrough session in answer writing. Breakthrough session in answer writing through RDP topics. चलेगा? So this gives you, as your last class on RDP, this gives you confidence also. Issues faced. Answer to general. Perfect. I think sometimes I overuse perspective in answers of paper 2. So overuse of perspective तो समझ आपने कहीं से कोचिंग की हुई है, वरना मेरा तो कोई स्टूडेंट नहीं कर रहा है. Overuse of perspective आप वही कर रहे हैं शायद, और अभी भी आप एडवांस पर्सपेक्टिव ही ढूंढ रहे हैं. इमेजिन फर्स्ट यू ओवरयूज पर्सपेक्टिव, तो आप उसी कोचिंग वाले टीचर से जान पहचान रखते हैं जो पर्सपेक्टिव पे देर फैलाता है, और आप मुझे भी चाहते हैं कि सर वो वाला कर दो. मैं करने वाला नहीं हूँ. दैट इज नॉट अ वेरी गुड आइडिया. क्वालिटी नहीं आ रही, तो ये मैं क्वेश्चन ऐसे डाल देता हूँ. क्वालिटी इज नॉट देयर. Time, okay, perfect. Not able to memorize all points, so memory failure. Memory related issues. Also not able to create ideas like you do in wider dimensions. तो समझ आप overuse of perspective तो कर रहे हो, और आप आइडिया क्रिएट नहीं कर पा रहे हो. समझ रहे हो आपकी प्रॉब्लम कहाँ है? तो आप क्रिएट करते नहीं हो, आप रिप्रोड्यूस करते हो. आपके पास कोचिंग के नोट्स हैं, हो सकता है आप कुछ ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स को भी जानते हो जो एग्जाम दे रहे हैं. कई लोग कॉलेज में मिल जाते हैं, नोट्स को कर रहे होते हैं. सो मैं आज पैदा तो नहीं हुआ, तो मुझे सब पता चलता रहता है. आंसर इज नॉट कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव. ओके, आंसर इज नॉट कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव. टाइम आ गया, रिकॉल आ गया, परफेक्ट. टाइम मैनेजमेंट 15 मिनट्स में क्या? अनएबल टू थिंक एंड लिंक, नॉट एबल टू ब्रिंग अबाउट अ गुड केस स्ट्रक्चर. So I believe we need to do more reading to get more ideas. Okay, read more to get more ideas. Read more to get more ideas. Language development, ठीक है. Language development, idea creation is brainstorming. Not able to provide some organizational report backing the intro problem, memorizing report data. तो ठीक है, हम वो यही वाली क्वालिटी, और आप जो है ओवर यूज वो कर रहे हैं. आप इलस्ट्रेट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. You are unable to illustrate. So illustrations to use. तो स्पेशल एग्जाम्पल और केस स्टडी नहीं आता है. Illustrations to use. Spatial. Not able to bring spatial examples and case studies. ठीक है, रुक जाते हैं. Everyone, let's stop at this. Let's stop at this. Very very interesting thing. And I remember एक स्टूडेंट आए थे एक दिन, जयदीप करके उनका नाम था, कि वो बोले कि सर इतना क्लास में मेरा तो टाइम वेस्ट होता है. उन्होंने आज तक कोई आंसर नहीं भेजा. आई डोंट नो है या नहीं, वो इसलिए आए थे. सो एवरीवन, हाँ, गुफा वाले जो थे, जो थोड़ा लोड ले गए थे. So everyone, there was this student, Anu Benwal. Anu Benwal का 200 कुछ rank है. She is an IPS. So Anu was writing her answers in master stroke, and she was suffering from all the answer writing related issues that you have mentioned. Hear that? And she shared a video with me. Once she cleared. She shared a small little video where I said, this is test number 5, and students who were not performing previously have really improved. Few students I want to name. Anu Benwal is one of them. So she said, sir, you named me, and whenever I used to feel low, I used to watch that video. कि सचिन सर ने वो upgrade कर दिया. So I want to share a message with Anu, और ये लोग HGC के students हैं बहुत सारे. Anu was a regular classroom student. She did a full course with me, and Vikalpa and other people, they did HGC Human Geography curriculum. So Anu had this message to share. Good evening, sir. This was on Teachers' Day. Good evening, sir. We remember you daily. Sir, सब यहीं पर हैं. Aishwarya is here, Anjali is here, Vikalpa is here. We are planning to give you a group call. Please let us know whenever you have time, because they are at Labasna. Thank you so much for mentoring us and pushing us to here. Can't thank you enough. I don't know whether I pushed them there or not. First of all, many of you, when you reach the academy, you will have so many common things to share. Acha, you were in that class and so many things. So we have these toppers lined up over there, and on Teachers' Day, they decided to talk to me together because sab academy mein pahunch gaye. They all were same issues as yours, exactly same issues as yours. How did they change? That is what I am talking about today. How will that breakthrough happen? ठीक है. So same says, read more to get more ideas. और पढ़िए और ideas आएंगे आपको. Read more to get more ideas. But we don't read it. तो newspaper भी नहीं पढ़ते होते हम. Language development, how many of you are really running the language development thing? Tell me. How many of you are really working on that? I really don't know. इन लोगों ने काम किया. They seriously worked on that. Brainstorming, अभी भी हम लोग इस पे फंस जाते हैं कि सर हम तो जो है पर्सपेक्टिव का ओवर यूज कर रहे हैं, और अभी आप कह रहे हो कि मैंने आपको एडवांस पर्सपेक्टिव कराया नहीं, तो फिर आप ओवर यूज किसका कर रहे हैं? That's the big question. Radha says one quote a day. Radha is Neeraj. So Neeraj, I never said a quotation. ये देखिए गलत बात है. I never said that language development is collecting one quote a day. Did I not say powerful expressions, phrases, sentence parts? है ना, हमने ये कहा था. लेकिन बहुत से लोग क्या करते हैं, quotable quotes की एक book बनाते. Tell me in your school days, college days, did you collect those quotable quotes? Did they come any useful? No, they are not. I never said that. But what you will understand is up to you. For illustrations and case studies, ये भी आप नहीं कर रहे. Get that? Now everyone, I want us to break free from this. So पहला तो ये है, everyone, quality is in answer and other is quantity. And if you are really interested in transforming it today, हो जाएगा. Some of you might say, अरे सचिन सर पढ़ाने रहे, पूरा अभी स्लाइड आने वाली है आपकी, आज की स्लाइड में पढ़ाएंगे. But उसको पढ़ाने से पहले, they will be through today. We will be taking an approach of question answer approach. And people who are seriously interested, Sunday को paper 2, full paper 2 के question answers discuss होंगे in the master stroke, not master stroke, sorry, the Unacademy test 6. So you can be a part of that if you are really looking at transforming your answer writing. But before that, I want to give you this breakthrough session in answer writing. So everyone, which can be mastered, which can be mastered by mechanical practice, quality or quantity? Mechanical practice, quality or quantity? A or B? A is quality, B is quantity. So quantity can be managed. Yes or no? So if you're running, you keep on running a race, you can manage the time. Yes or no? Everyone can manage. क्वालिटी नहीं हो सकती. रत्न में आपने क्वालिटी लिखा है, क्वालिटी तो मैकेनिकल होती ही नहीं है. आप क्वालिटी कैसे बढ़ा लोगे मैकेनिकली? Yes or no? So I'm saying quality is something which will take time. Quality is going to take time. And when we are doing courses, are these courses slow courses? Big courses are slow courses. Why? Because we are working on your quality. Exam ke paas, what we will work on? We will work on quantity. True. MMP 2022. Morning, evening, they were writing test. Morning test, evening test, morning test, evening test, morning test, evening test. What kind of practice was I giving them? Quality or quantity? Quality or quantity? I was giving them quantity. I said your quality will come as the exam approaches because you've already read it. So those are different times. We teachers do different things at different times. Get it? So answer to general order, that means quality issues there. Quality issues there. Memory, is it a quantity issue? Is memory a quantity issue? Yes or no? Not having all dimensions, not having too many points, is it also quantity issues? Yes or no? So I'm saying A is overuse of those ideas not coming, just perspective. So we have to first make a choice. What we need to work on? A and B. I want to tell you A is slow. A के लिए you have to read more, as Sayam said. I totally agree with that. A के लिए you will have to work on your language development also. A के लिए you will have to go into brainstorming also. A के लिए illustrations को मैं B में डाल सकता हूँ. These are all A, to do things for A. So everyone, whatever you are saying, for me at this stage, I want to make it very, very clear that your answer writing has an issue of A right now. The quality is not coming. People who are submitting me, they look at Kuller, thoda pada, 5 point likhe, that's it. Or maybe newspaper, that's what is happening. True or not? So I want everyone to write a sentence on this topic. करेंगे breakthrough exercise. Again, some people might say, मुझे सिर्फ geography पढ़नी है, especially people who are listening to me on recording. Today's class is the last class of RDP. I am going to do a lot of answer writing today. If you're not interested, if you're only interested in dictations, you can go with that. So maybe this class is not for you. आप कौन से exam की तैयारी कर रहे हैं मुझे नहीं पता. Because UPSC में ये वाला exam बहुत जरूरी. Do we get that? So I want everyone to write on what is geogenic leaching. Yes. What is DNA splicing? Yes. What is the blockchain technology? Now these questions are technical or not? Sorry sir, I'm not able to fix my internet connections as again stuck. Okay, perfect. These are technical. Many of you don't know the answers. Yes or no? So in this, if I test you, is this a valid test? No, this is not a valid test today. This is not a valid test today. So let me give you a valid test. What is real education? Is this valid? ये कर सकते हैं अभी? Everyone who's here, can we do what is real education? I don't know how big an answer you can write on this. How many of you, if I put a poll of true and false, how many of you can write 1 or 2 sentences on this? If you can, you say true. If you can write 1 or 2 sentences on this, just 1 or 2 sentences on this. This is a breakthrough exercise, so participate. Everyone has to choose. So 98% people said yes, we can write on this, and 2% people feel no, we cannot write even 1 sentence on this. Well, if you cannot write even 1 sentence on what is real education, then civil services ke exam mein, it is going to be a challenge for you. Okay? So everyone, one or two, whatever sentence you can write, please write. Everyone, please write. Everyone, please write, and when it is written, please type in done. When you are done with writing, please type in done. Quickly, when you've written your one or two sentences, type in done. Done. Okay, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for doing it. People who've not done it, don't just watch this exercise. Exercise, a breakthrough exercise needs to be, like something has to be done. Is this your best? Is this your best? Yes or no? Is this the best that you could have written? No, can do better. No. Okay, no, no, no. What is stopping you, Ratnam, from doing it best right now? You're saying can do better. What is stopping it? Sarveshwar, what is stopping you? Aarti, what is stopping you? Why are you saying no, it is not my best? What is real education? Vastavik Shiksha kya hai? And I'm not playing with this. I'm saying this is an essay topic that has been asked in UPSC. I'll give you a geography topic also soon. As I said, technical de nahi sakte, so I've given you a generic one. Sir, it looks only an opinion. Okay, it looks only an opinion. That's also okay. If it is your best, what is real education? So today it is my best, but maybe in future I can write better. I don't know. I'm saying, Arif, if today is your selection day, so would you want to give, like whatever it is? So when you say today it is my best, so you should say, yes, it is my best. Everyone, what is stopping you from this not being your best? Why this one or two sentence on this thing, real education, is not your best? Quickly, I'm saying, breakthrough exercises are about you quickly doing them. If you remember the spider diagrams, people have submitted 33 spider diagrams to me. Many of you have not. I want to inform you that many of your batchmates have also done average work. Some of them have not done very good work. No one is excellent till. So I have given them feedback also. Everyone, quickly, what is coming? So language needs to be further developed. Okay, tell me that's something, like whatever you have today. So could have to be better with a different POV. What is POV? Point of view. Everyone, round two. Give me your best sentences. Everyone, round two. And this time I'm giving you 1 minute. Not confident in Deepshika, जो भी हो मैंने कहा ना, real education. You don't have to submit Deepshika. अपने दिल का लिखना है. Having different understanding, I mean in terms of philosophical. Perfectly okay, तेजस्वी, जो लिखना है अपने दिल का लिखना है. Real education. Everyone, the best. Ajit, did I ask you to write it? Real education is mean to improve the self as well as society. मैंने तो कहा भी नहीं. So please type मत करिए. Don't have to type. I'm saying अपना best दीजिए. Done. 1 or 2 sentences. What is real education? Perfect. Thank you. This is your best अभी के लिए. Please think again. Write to inspire Sachin sir. What would you write now? You don't have to submit. It's all freedom. What would you write to inspire Sachin sir? Ravi Chandra, think. Thank you. Okay, done. Someone says better sentence formation, holistic coverage. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, done. Everyone. A, B, C. A, B, C. How many of you saw an upgrade happening? Upgrade happening. How many of you saw an upgrade happening? I did not read your sentence. How many of you saw an upgrade happening? What you started with A, ऐसे लिखा था. I said this is a breakthrough exercise. This will make changes openly when we work on it. And I'm looking at, see, there's so many people who are writing. There are so many people who are writing answers, but impact नहीं आ रहा है. What made that change, everyone? What made that change? Did you see the content of your sentence changed? What caused that change? What caused that change? Everyone read your A and read your C. What caused that change? Why did the content change? Sir, ये कैसे हुआ? So thinking and rethinking, desire, brainstorming, repetition. Okay, everyone, let me give you the answer. Context change. Your target was write 2 sentences. Your target was your best 2 sentences. Your target was something that will truly touch, move, and inspire Sachin sir. What is more powerful, everyone? Content or context? Content or context? Shivanshi has written, Priyank has written, Ambuj has written, Polami has written, Sanchari has written. Will content be different for all or not? The content will be different, but what I did was, I created a powerful context. So somebody said, sir, brainstorming, sir, repeating, thinking. नहीं, कुछ नहीं चाहिए. क्यों कर रहे हो? Context means why. क्यों कर रहे हो? First, write 2 sentences on this topic. Second is, write your 2 best. This was write to inspire Sachin sir. Everyone, tell me in your life, wherever you have succeeded, was it the content? Content means the actual work, or the context pushing you to do that work. And I'm not talking about academic, even in music, even in sports, even in extracurriculars, everywhere it is the context. Master stroke programs set your context first. आप सबको लगता है कि मेरे आंसर अच्छे क्यों नहीं होते? टॉपर्स के आंसर कैसे अमेजिंग हो जाते हैं? टॉपर्स have something which is working here. No, not like this here. The examiner won't like it. No, this will not give me high marks. That is important. अब मुझे भी लिखना था कुछ. I also thought. So what is this? This sentence is a rough scribbling for me, but it is not my 2 sentences. It is not my best 2 sentences. It is for my students now. It is for my students. So I have written something. So I will read out my sentence. Okay. So what am I giving you? A breakthrough session. अभी तक क्या मिला? What have you got in this breakthrough session? बड़ा मुश्किल है. जो जैसे बच्चे भी तो हैं, वो बेचारे डिक्टेशन लेने आते हैं. What have you got from this session till now? So मेरा टाइम वेस्ट हो रहा है. जल्दी से बताओ. What have you got from this session? Context. Context is more important than content. Context carries the content. When you say, sir, I don't get time to study. Sir, I have a job. What are you complaining about? Content. And I do understand your content will have issues. But if that causes your context to change, trust me, ये एग्जाम पास नहीं हो रहा है. Do we get that? So अगर आपको रेज करना है, if you want to raise, what should you raise? Context. Do you know मोदी जी जब काम करते हैं, when he says अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं, and we find so many things missing in the government policy. What is missing? Content is missing. But मोदी जी क्या रेज करते हैं? Context. What is he talking about? Modi is talking about context. हम वो बन जाएंगे, हम ये बन जाएंगे, हम वो बन जाएंगे. What is stopping you from setting the goal? True or not? Your answer, if it has a high context, automatically content will follow. अगर मोदी जी जाकर कहें हम किसी तरह गरीबी दूर करेंगे, that is one thing. गरीबी हटाओ has been continuing since Indira Gandhi times, and remember the community development program, first 5-year plan. Remember that? True or not? तो मोदी जी क्या कह रहे हैं? हम गरीबी नहीं हटाएंगे, हम क्या करेंगे? हम $5 trillion इकोनॉमी बनेंगे, हम अपना टारगेट इतना गीगाहर्ट्ज ऑफ रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी करेंगे. True or not? हम इतना ब्लैक मनी ले आएंगे. अब लाएंगे नहीं लाएंगे, well, that's a different thing. Can I say context is your promise to the examiner? Yes. आपने सुना प्यार में धोखा? There are promise breakers. Your politicians are promise breakers. You vote for them on their promises. तेरे वादे पे क्या एतबार करें? ये सब. Do you get that? Now your answer is your promise. Your answer is your promise. Can you give a good promise to your examiner? Get that? Now I will share my sentence. Everyone, I want to know what were the first 3 words of your best sentence जो आपने मेरे लिए लिखा था. First 3 words. Can you share it with me? First 3 words, everyone. If you are here, you are still participating in the exercise. If you are in this exercise hoping no, मुझे dictation चाहिए, is a different story. वो dictation इकट्ठा होता जाएगा. Real education empowers. Thank you, Dipshika. So first 3 is real education empowers. Samarth is saying real education is. Ramesh is saying real education is. Chaudhary is saying empowering young minds. Real education is the education without ethics. Real education is. Real education is. Real education is. Real education is. Education unless. Education unless. Education unless. Perfect. First 3 words, Upendra. First 3 words. Okay, stop. Real education is. Real education is. Blah blah blah. Perfect. I have a suggestion in the breakthrough. Everyone, I have a suggestion in the breakthrough. Whenever you start your answer with real education is, geosyncline is, plate tectonics is, urban sprawl is, primate city is, what will you do? You will end up defining. True. I'm giving you practical tips. जो लोग फंसे हुए इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं होता है, आंसर राइटिंग नहीं होता, there are people who are only this. That's why I announced it. कि आज ब्रेक थ्रू सेशन है. ब्रेक थ्रू सेशन you've seen in my spider diagrams, in my answer, I do bring transformations. ये सब इन लोगों ने किया, इनके आंसर्स बदल गए. So real education is an education blah 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 blah. सभी लोगों का. Did you see that 90% students are going to do this? So how is your answer going to inspire your teacher? Everyone, do we get that? Can I say this is one of the way of answering? This is the most common way of answering. This may not be most impactful. Is everyone okay? I believe my students should experience that. मैंने आपको 3 सेंटेंस में एक्सपीरियंस करा दिया context. 3 sentences. If you really did this in the spirit which I said, if you really did this, if you were not just thinking, okay, let him say whatever he's saying, if you really did this, I'm sure you would have seen that the changes happen. I'm telling you the same thing now, that if your work starts with this, then it's a problem. Is it wrong? No, it is not wrong. It is one of the way. It is the most common way. May not be the most impactful. If it is not the most impactful, would it lead to C? Would it lead to C? Okay. So can I say definition is not the best approach? You're asked about multi-level planning. Sub define करते हैं. Multi-level planning is 1 tier, 2 tier, 3 tier, and all those things. And that's what I'm inviting. फिर क्या करें everyone? फिर क्या करें? And can I say definition is dead content? हर कोई content ही कर रहा है. What is more powerful, everyone? Content or context? Context. So why can't we take that approach in our answer also? Okay. So let me write something for you. A world worth living. Is it a difficult phrase? Is it fancy language? No. Is it having perspectives? No. Get that? A world worth living, comma, a life worth cherishing. Yes. Easy phrase. A world worth living, a life worth cherishing, and a true self-realization is what real education stands for, or is what real education can usher in. Everyone okay? Simple phrases: a world worth living, a life worth cherishing, and a true self realization is what real education can bring, can usher, can, or stands for. Everyone, how would you rate it on a scale of 5? How would you rate it on a scale of 5 as our first line? Will it engage the examiner? Will it engage the examiner? Do you think many students would be thinking this ways? 90% were thinking real education is. True or not? A world worth living, a life worth cherishing, and a true self realization is what real education is all about, is what it stands for, is what it can usher in, is what it can bring. Correct? उसके बाद मैं लिखूंगा real education is, and then I'll make that as my second sentence. Everyone, did I use flowery language? Did I use fake language? And did I make a connection with the topic? Was I off the topic? Do you think I was off the topic? So what I thought was, what is the context of real education? हम क्यों बात कर रहे हैं? हम क्यों बात कर रहे हैं real education की? We are talking about real education. क्यों? ये मैं चाहता हूँ a world worth living, a life worth cherishing, and a true self realization. And how did I write it? I just brainstormed. So ये मेरी brainstorming. I did not think of this. I just took a paper in front of you. I brainstormed. I said this is it. Is this the best? Is this the best? Maybe this is good enough. Maybe something more can be there. Is this going to make the examiner feel something about me? And will he find me as a person who's pretentious, जो pretend कर रहा है, or a person who's genuinely trying to do something, some novelty to the topic? Am I pretentious? Am I doing natak? Did I move away from the topic? No. Instead of writing the content, what did I do? I wrote the context. Why real education? A world worth living, a life worth cherishing. So you had ideas. Somebody said, sir, my point of view might be different. Perfectly okay. Your point of view is your content. Yes or no? But the end goal will be there or not? So India-Pakistan match or India-Sri Lanka match. Everyone, this run rate, the scoring, the batting, the fielding, that was different. The content was different. Yes or no? But eventually the result was the same. India lost both the matches. True or not? Do we see the power of context? What did it take, everyone? What did it take? It took my strong context that I want my examiner to really see me different. आपको लगता है it is because of my English that I was able to write this? Do you think it is because of my English that I was able to write this? Now some people will say, some people want to pretend. Karl Marx said that education will not be real till this is there. Or Abraham Lincoln said this. That is also one way of doing it. But that's borrowed. Kitna borrow karunga? That's okay. I'm okay with borrowing also. But if I have the power, if I am Brahmasmi, why not? A world worth living, a life worth cherishing. Get चलिए, multi-level planning, ये तो हमारा syllabus है, everyone. Multi-level planning, I am in RDP. Give me a 1 or 2 sentences. Quickly write 1 or 2 sentences. Whatever you can. Now you smart people, you catch my games fast. So quickly, everyone. Quickly, multi-level planning. I hope nobody is going MLP is. Are we done? MLP is. Are we done? Ulami, Chandras are done. Others, are we done? MLP is. Multi-level planning is. Perfect. Without reading, Sayam, Shivanshi, Srishti, please don't mind it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Without reading, I didn't like it. Can you strike that out? Whatever you've written, can you cross it? थोड़ा सा मतलब be detached with your writing, no? I didn't like it. Please change the context. Sachin said, did not like it. Give me the most appropriate and powerful context. Shall we? 1 or 2 sentences, quickly. Are we done? Upendra, I'm not interested. How many of you would have words like devolution in this? Pluralism in this? How many of you would have words like devolution in this? Pluralism in this? Sub-regional in this? Ground realities in this? So everyone, last time I gave you some phrases. This time I'm saying that if I have to talk about this, I would start with this. in a pluralistic, diverse geography, like India, planning has to be both horizontal and vertical to address the ground realities. This devolved planning, which is effective and efficient even at sub-regional levels, is multi-level planning. Everyone got that? Did I tell you a technique of how do we play with it? When you are brainstorming, अपने 5 top words सोचिए, 5 top words से best sentence towards that align कर दीजिए. Any word which is on the screen which you feel is difficult, everyone? Is this process going slow? Yes, it is going slow because we are working on quality. यही है नहीं अपने पास. That's the issue. True or not? You can look at it, whatever you have done. Yes. If I say list 3 merits of multi-level plannings. Everyone, what are 3 merits of multi-level planning? 3 merits of multi-level planning. It is pieced. Remember all those values? True. That is it. So the 3 merits पूछता हूँ, participate, local people. राकेश वो तो एक ही हुआ ना. But एक बात बताओ ना, it is participative, it is inclusive, it is efficient, it involves conservation, it has equity, it is decentralized. True or not? 3 merits. Simple question था यार. This is not a very difficult one. So when I am done with that, I would also want to give the structure. Structure of this, what would it be? Say a table, planning level. I can make a table, political or administrative equivalent. So I am at macro level. Macro level planning. What is this? This has national plan. Political level, what do I have? What is equivalent at the nation level? I can have a meso level. Meso level is subnational level. Subnational level plan. So in India, we don't call it sub-national plan, we call it state plan. True. And what would the equivalent be? State. Get it? Micro decentralized plan, micro level. Micro level is decentralized plan. This can be district. If not district, it can be block or it can be village. Yes or no? True or not? This will have a village plan by the PRI. District can have a district planning area development. ये DM करेगा. Yes or no? District magistrate can be there. Here, block level planning. Have you heard of BDO? Or Zilla Parishad will be doing it. कर सकता है? Can it happen? इधर कौन है? State planning. TCPO. What is TCPO? Town and country planning. Town and country planning. और ये कौन कर रहा है? Planning Commission. अब क्या है? नीति आयोग. नीति आयोग can be done. Can be looking at that. Sectoral planning by the ministry. Everyone, if I am to ask about multi-level planning, can I start it this way? Can I draw this? ये तो easy है. People who tell me कि content नहीं है, can we do this? उसके बाद क्या लगेगा? Case studies लगेंगे. Some examples will be needed. Yes or no? We'll have to take one plan and we will have to do that. Multi-level planning. अच्छा, you don't know anything about it. अरे यार, I have taught you the 3-tier arrangement of Operation Flood. मैंने पढ़ाया ना? White Revolution. 2-tier for what? For oil seed mission. Yes or no? कर दो यार, क्या टेंशन है? Multi-level planning. Geography, use it there. So what I'm trying to say here is without unnecessarily doing all these things. Without this, what we have done is we have brought India also. Example भी लेकर आ जाएंगे. सारी चीजें हम उसमें बात कर सकते हैं. इसी चीज में we also can bring in rural urban planning, rural plus urban. Remember, integrated rural development program, IRDP. So now comes the question: has Sachin sir completed the syllabus? Yes, I have completed the syllabus, but will you be able to use it? That's the bigger thing. अगर आप use नहीं कर सकते तो problem है, and that problem is happening. Is that problem happening or not? So everyone, I have a question for all of you. अब मैंने डिस्कस कर लिया. Would you want to write an answer? लिखें. Examine the advantages and disadvantages of multi-level planning. Everyone, whatever I've said, can it go in the content or not? Whatever is there, examine the advantages and disadvantages of multi-level planning. Let's see. Quickly write down. I'm going to give you time also. Let us see how many of you are able to write down. It is 16:15. Let us write an answer in 7 minutes. Whatever comes to mind. I know your answer will not be the best answer. So please write down. Whatever comes to your mind. Chinta nahi karo. Is everyone doing that? I want everyone to do that. Quickly. Examine the advantages and disadvantages of MLP. You know how to start. Something I've already told you. Use them as box items. Quickly, 4 more minutes left. Please stop wherever you are. We have to suppose to talk about the advantages and disadvantages. I have given you only 5 minutes. Everyone, I have given you 5 minutes. You have the issue of time, I understand. You have the issue of quantity, I understand. What am I operating today on? Quality, which is not coming. So when you thought of writing this answer, what was your biggest challenge? What was your biggest challenge? Quickly, what was your biggest challenge? Everyone, complete in time. Complete करना है. Tanvi, what illustrations will I give? Yes, what diagrams will I make? इसका structure कैसा होगा? Will I be able to complete the content? I'm saying if this is your biggest challenge, then I have wasted my time. My biggest challenge is context. My biggest challenge is that this answer has to be the best. My biggest challenge is that before starting the answer, I will keep my 2 pages. I know this box is for introduction. Here there should be some illustration. ये मेरा आंसर तो बन गया. How much time did I take? My answer should look like this. तो मैं इसमें क्या डालूंगा? I'll put a map over here. I'll put a good intro over here. I'll end something over here. I'll put a case study over here. If needed, I can put a flow chart. How many of you did this? You did not do this. ऐसा दिखना चाहिए आंसर या नहीं? Context is I want to give the best answer. I said it's a breakthrough session. What is your context? What is your biggest challenge? How do I put it? Then I'll say, what is introduction? Yes. Despite completing 75 years of independence, Indian planning is still short of delivering the promised goods, thereby necessitating a look into the advantage and disadvantage of MLP. Is everyone okay? Despite completing 75 years of independence, India's planning is still not delivering, or India's planning is still short of delivering the promised goods, thereby necessitating a look into the advantages and disadvantages of multi-level planning. Everyone, appropriate context for the topic. I did not say MLP has advantages, disadvantages. I brought it to the present level. I said 75 years of independence have happened. Our planning is still not efficient. Let's look into the advantages and disadvantages. और यहाँ पे क्या लिखूंगा? Advantages. 1, 2, 3, 4. Disadvantages. This, and something will come over here. A case study or a special exam. Many of you were not even writing. Many of you want to have a debate with me. Sir, मेरा answer check कर दीजिए. You submit your answer which is not like this. I'll tear it apart. मैं तो फाड़ के फेंक दूँगा. मैं क्यों करूँ? You think I'm a fool? I don't have any other work to do? क्योंकि तुम अपना कुछ शायरी करना चाह रहे हो, मुझे MLP की डेफिनेशन बता रहे हो, तुम्हें लगता है तुम्हारी स्पेशल है? No chance. Everyone, how many of you actually did that? Either advantage, either disadvantage. ऐसा भी किया होगा. कर सकते हो, whatever you want to. Whatever you want to. It's absolutely okay. I'm saying there are multiple ways of it. What will look good? What will look good? Everyone, please read your answer. और मैं बता रहा हूँ. As this breakthrough session continues, in all my breakthrough sessions, the more you write, the more you do, the more you will experience. If you're just listening to me, कुछ होने वाला नहीं. So everyone, quickly tell me, are you happy with your answer? Are you happy with the context which you kept? You were not happy. You were not keeping that context. So then your answer will not be raised to that level. Like answer देखें. Let us look at this answer. Multi-level planning involves the participation of lower hierarchies of administration, not only in implementation, but also at planning level. Advantages are address regional disparities. Given the variation in different region, a one size fits all may not be suitable for all the region. Decentralized planning brings more close ground realities to distinct strategy, like hill area strategy may not apply to the drought area, and there is a map also. How many of you have a look of your first page like this? This person is selected. Second point is bottom-up approach, individual grassroots initiative, regional and unity in diversity provides synthesis. Yes, with different needs under centralized, thus it also prevents centralization of power in one hand. Everyone, how's the language? Is it difficult? Is the language difficult of this person? No. Is it too technical or jargonized? No. Is it pretentious language, fake language? Can you write this language, whatever your English is right now? Can you write this thing? You can very well do. Can we make a start with this? So this should give you confidence. तो मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. What is the difference? This boy wanted to clear. इसके पास तो context है. He's not just writing an answer. He's writing an answer which will be there. How many points? You were wondering. You were making tables. He's written 3 things. Time नहीं है ना यार, उतना ही तो लिखना है. Bottom up approach, unity and diversity है this thing. Otherwise, you could have used words like participative, inclusive, conservation, EDP, PIECD. अच्छा, map has been used well. Why doesn't map come to your mind? क्या लिखा है? Tribal area, hill area, drought area, island area. ये कहाँ से लिखा है everyone? Where did he get this map? He got a map from the syllabus. Desert area, drought area, hill area, tribal area. Your map from syllabus. He has not done anything. Island area भी किया है. सब syllabus लिख दिया. Would you call this innovation or not? ये खुल्लर में तो नहीं दिया है. Everyone, Kuller is not calling regional variation. Is Kuller treating it as MLP? No, but this fellow is treating or not? So innovation, will it be respected or not? Should be respected. I'm saying there are teachers who are giving fancy introductions. They are dictating fancy ideas. They're saying either perspective dal, other perspective dal. The student is not able to do that, and he or she loses confidence also. I'm saying straight answer. He's cleared. This person is true. Simple yet powerful. What are these advantages? Disadvantage पे चले. Disadvantage, at times national priorities are sometimes not reflected in decentralized. A long-term vision is better implemented at central level, like removal of Article 370 will be beneficial for J&K in long term. ये उसको लगता है. The person who's written that, can he have his opinion? So the person has the opinion that decentralized, definitely states should have, but there are certain areas, where border areas, there are conflict areas, challenging areas, where center should be there. Remember when you read your polity, union was given those charges where things are needed. What about big transport infrastructure projects, which the state cannot fund? States are already under debt. Do we agree or not? So can I say centralized funding can be, sovereign funding can come. But if Bihar goes to ask for funding from the world, maybe the world is not interested. True or not? Expertise. Local organization may lack that expertise. So all over the country, the best talent can reach through centralized planning. Possible or not? Sometimes excessive decentralization can lead to secessionist tendencies like Gurkhaland, Tulunadu and Bodoland. अच्छा लिख रहा है? Good. Relevant examples, everything there or not? But at the same time, this idea of providing growth center, which was done by the center. Yes or no? You can always towards the conclusion, you can say, but center's idea of supplanting growth centers in the states may lead to secondary challenges of in-migration, demographic aberrations and disruptions. This can be minimized by reconciling centralized and MLP, centralized planning with multiple level planning. अच्छा answer है, balanced answer है, two maps also. Are you with me? Do you appreciate the answer or not? The examiner also appreciates the same thing. क्यों नहीं करेगा? कर सकता है? Will they ask us straight questions like this only, advantage, disadvantage? Not necessary. They can change the question. I believe this multi-level planning or centralized planning, they are very government driven. Yes or no? Today when we are talking about regional development, is it government led or private led? Today, is it government led or private led? Quickly tell me. Government or market led? So PPP, mixed sir. Oh, very good, sir. Not market, not this thing, both. Everyone, please write a question. Examine how state and market can play. Examine how state and market can play a synergetic role in regional and sectoral development of India. Everyone, question: is it challenging or not? पहले तो एक आ गया center and state multi-level planning, but can they extend that question into PPP? Yes or no? What are sectors that we have? We have agriculture sector. What do we have? Other sector? Industry and service. Again, industry is manufacturing. Have I already taught you agriculture, everyone? Have I taught you industry and manufacturing and services also? Have we talked or not? So, is agriculture to be given to the state or the market? So both the forces are needed. Yes or no? Regional development, state should do it or market should do it? Both are needed. Question has changed. Question has changed. True or not? And a good idea. What is this? Synergetic role. Can I say? India's dream of, जो भी मोदी जी ने अनाउंस किया, India's dream of joining the League of Developed Nations. Everyone, where did I get this phrase from? Current affairs or not? If you're listening to me. Did Modi say that we want our country to be counted amongst the developed countries? Yes. Is it a reality or Modi is selling us a dream? He's selling us a dream. Can that dream be turned into reality? Yes, it can be. Will it take efforts? Yes. Who is needed? Who is needed for that? State or market? So both are needed. Isn't the question about that only? So have I captured the context? India's dream of joining the League of Developed Nations, yes, lies on the bedrock of the synergetic role between state and market, not only at a regional level, but also across all sectors: primary, secondary, tertiary. Good chart. What is this, everyone? What is this? What is this phrase? Is it a difficult phrase? What is this phrase? Content or context? Content or context? Context. What is the second half of the sentence? Content. What will I do? My answer will elaborate this. ये तो हो गया. ये तो मेरे लिए launch के लिए था. This was to make the examiner see that I'm innovative. True or not? So I'll show across regions where we have private and state and market forces working. Can I say everyone? Can I say everyone that please listen to this. Regional development, train connectivity, passenger trains. We are looking at state subsidizing it. State and freight corridors. We are looking at railways being profitable through market forces. Is it a good example? Across regions. Regional connectivity of India through passenger trains is generally subsidized because of the state's effort. However, regional development of India through industrial corridors, through the creation of freight corridors, is definitely market-oriented, and the beauty is the synergy of them is needed to bring development to transport, particularly through railways. Yes or no? Airports. Airports are strategic need. Yes, immigration, customs, state has to manage, but privatization of airports, market forces getting into that, the quality of services from the airports will come through that. Pure desh ka aam nagrik. Can I give example? State and market. Can I give that, everyone? State going into PDS, public distribution scheme, in agriculture. Yes, public distribution scheme, but allowing at the same time contract farming. Contract farmings and public distribution scheme. Synergetic role. Will it bring regional and sectoral development? Yes or no? Will it happen or not? Do I already have examples? If you're not able to think like that, to फिर answer फंसेगा. Now these questions were thrown at the people who are writing this. But are you interested? After the break, I will ask you to write an answer. States' excessive control over economy in pre-reform era. So this person is not talking about Modi ji's idea of becoming developed country. This person had not heard Modi ji's speech. उस time नहीं था जब ये test हुआ होगा. So he has taken a different context, and we choose our context. So his context is states' excessive control over economy in pre-era and free market in the post-1991. Both failed. Both failed. Okay? So what is needed? Integrated planning and synergy. Perfect. Good answer there. Very good. He says ensuring balanced, both failed in giving us balanced regional or sectoral development. What we need is integrated planning and synergy between the two. Benefits of synergy in infrastructure: state provides basic infrastructure and encourages private sector to invest. Yes, some case studies: Gautam Budh Nagar, market forces to play new sectors coming up, like the Jewar airport is going to come over there, hospitality. So government is setting up the airport, government provides the infrastructure, and what is going to happen? Spread effect. और यहाँ पे गुनार मिडल भी डाल दिया उन्होंने. Can I say ये एक growth center बनेगा and the spread effect will be there, real estate will be impacted, logistic will be impacted, other things will be impacted. Is it innovative geographical thinking or not? I also gave you examples. Can this person also, can you see that ये exam में real लिख रहे हैं? These are people who are put in master stroke. So everyone who is a part of my courses, if you're worried, sir, how will I master my answer writing content? तो कर लो, मेरे साथ syllabus खत्म करो. There are a lot of opportunities. I'll make you write those answers. And as I said, Sunday को discuss भी होंगे. Entire paper 2, you are finishing a paper 2. You be a part of that. You can take on that challenge. Increasing private sector to set up industries in underdeveloped areas. For that, what is the government doing? Tax holidays and subsidies. Example, Baddi Solan Belt of Himachal Pradesh. Government gives incentives, electricity and everything. ये सब कुछ हो गया. Regional के दोनों हो गए. Everyone regional government set up an airport and the government gives you taxes and the private sector will fall in line. And both of them can synergize. Yes or no? This has really given a boost to pharmaceutical sector. Everyone regional development done. Sectoral agriculture. State can bring friendly laws. Can bring friendly laws of agro marketing. Yes or no? Case study. In Lasalgaon in Maharashtra, lack of investment in cold storage leads to high wastage. This is due to stock holding limited restrictions. So what has happened? So government does not allow under Essential Commodity Act that you cannot hold too much. So a lot of wastage is happening. True or not? If the government comes up with friendly laws, private sector can work on that. Industrial area, we used to have licensing, but the government is doing away with that. The government is giving you incentives. Government is creating PLI and all those things. That will also lead to the sectoral development also. Yes. Transformation of government from being a regulator to a facilitator makes them, in turn, leads to a lot of synergy. So new defense corridor is being created from UP to Tamil Nadu. Yes or no? That's good. We are even allowing them to get into the procurement of that. Everyone. So answer writing is what? First, context is important. Second, content must be directed to the demand of question. Content must be comprehensive. What is comprehensive? Means must include all dimensions. Must be logically arranged. What do we call this? Structure. And must be innovatively thought of, selected, illustrated, and written. Are we getting some breakthrough in answer? Is it making sense? I don't know how many of you are writing it. If you're just listening to me, it's like you are watching someone swim. I'll keep on giving you samples after the break also. We are going to go into 2 topics. Let me go back to the syllabus. Our syllabus says, this part is done, everyone. 5-year plan, integrated rural, panchayati, decentralized is also done, command area, watershed management. So watershed management, command area I did with you. There is a question after the break. Planning for backward areas, what backward area? Desert drought, we have already done that in the water respect also. Tribal, remember Virginia's Zasa committee, I talked about that. Hill has also been talked about. Multi-level planning, island bacha hua, so I will be doing after the break. Island territories also. Island territory bhi karenge, hill territory bhi karenge. Island, hill and watershed management, on which I explicitly did not talk about things. Is everyone okay? Again saying, please come with the mindset after the break that I am going to write. And one more thing, whatever you're writing, have a look at it. Can you cross it? Yeah, it was not that good. Is it okay to be a little detached with your writing? And did we see someone using perspective? But wo thoda sa hi karenge, zabardasti nahi karna. That's what we're talking about. So I'll take you more into those exercises and we will finish the syllabus also through the exercise. It's 16:48, 16:58, 10 minutes break. Get that? So I'll see you after the break, everyone. So quickly, any thoughts about your level of answer writing and why you should not be that worried about it? Somebody asked in the beginning, so which development strategies are we having? So I'll be talking about that also in this part of the discussion. And everyone, is it one strategy fits all or multiple strategies? Multiple, depending. We will have something centralized, something decentralized. Somewhere we will have growth pole model. Somewhere we will have bottom-up approach. It's not that we would be looking at only one, but as you asked, somebody asked, like what is the strategy that we are following? We will look at that also. So everyone, what is a watershed? What is a watershed? Can you draw a watershed, everyone? So the first assignment is draw a watershed. Quickly draw a watershed. Diagram of a watershed. Have you drawn the watershed, everyone? First assignment is please draw the watershed. Okay. So what is a watershed? Watershed and what is watershed planning, if you remember? So I talked about watershed planning when I was doing agriculture. Remember we were talking about command area development program. So we were looking at the area that is irrigated by the canals. Remember that? The government said, like, why only that? Why don't we go to the entire watershed? Yes. So if I ask you, what would be the components of a watershed management? If we are looking at watershed management, will it be wider than command area development or narrower? Wider or narrower? Wider. Will it have more components? Okay. So command area development program, as I told you in my last class, was that government has created irrigation infrastructure, but that infrastructure is not being optimally utilized. Does everyone agree on that? So to fill up that gap of its utilization, command area development was created, where we will create, canals and all those things, the slope management and all those things. So land management will be there, and the water will also be going, something of that sort. Can I say watershed management will be bigger than that? It will be not just the land slope management. It will not just be water. What else would be there in watershed management? Everyone, what else would be there in watershed management? Quickly. Soil conservation. Was it only soil conservation? Quickly, watershed. That shows that you're just attending the classes. Watershed management. So your watershed में everything was there. AK, was it about HEP project? Watershed management was about HEP. वो तो यार आपके कनाल में हो गया ना, command area development में. It was about the people who are living over there. It was about their agricultural activities. It was about the human aspect of it. It was about the soil aspect of it. What is the soil? It was about the nutrient management. I told you integrated nutrient management. If you remember, I told you integrated water management. I also told you integrated pest management. It was not just about using fertilizers and pesticides. It was integrating all those things. So integrated biomass management, integrated nutrient management, integrated water management, integrated land management, where people are also there, bottom up, everything was there. ऐसा था या नहीं था? आप क्या पढ़ रहे हो फिर? What are you reading? And then you tell me, sir, I have this tendency to, like my points are not complete. My answer looks, like very average. And sir, I use perspective. You will use perspective to hide your incompetence in terms of the content. ये ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग नहीं आएगी तो भाई पर्सपेक्टिव के आगे पीछे चुकना पड़ेगा. Command area development, watershed management, when are we going to look at them? We had so many बीच में holidays भी हैं, सब कुछ हैं, but will we do that? That's the big question. Please write a question, everyone. Let us see. Highlight the components and objectives of. Highlight the components and objectives of. Please write a question. Highlight the components and objectives of watershed development in India. 1704. I have already told you what are the components, objectives, what is the watershed. Already the content I have discussed, I have revived it for you. Can I expect an answer with a powerful context? 10 minutes in the examination, you get only what? 7 minutes. I'm giving you 10 minutes. Everyone to try. Don't worry. Everyone to try the answer. Even if you're listening to me on recording, make sure you try the answer. Quickly, everyone. Please write your scores. If you're doing this exercise, Telangana 2, 1.5, 3, 3, Sonal 1. 1 to matlab you didn't write anything. Ramesh 2.5. If you think you have done some justice, it will be 5 out of 10. Avishan size 4. Sayam is 3.5. No, sir, you check. No, sir, how will I check myself? If you were to include all the dimensions, what would you do? Everyone, इतने लोगों ने आंसर लिखा, बात तो बड़ी बड़ी करते हैं सब लोग. सर मेरे आंसर चेक कर दो. नेक्स्ट टाइम यू सेंड योर आंसर टू मी, आई वोंट चेक. सर आई एम योर रेगुलर स्टूडेंट सर, प्लीज सर, मैं क्लास में नहीं दिया था. यू प्लीज चेक माय आंसर सर. व्हेनेवर यू गेट टाइम आई गेट दैट. दैट्स अ फ्रॉड मैसेज. Sir, I made a map but unable to deliver in a better way. That's okay. Everyone, I want you to put your score. Even if you're listening to me on the recording, please put your score because the next exercise is based on this score. ठीक है, समर्थ हो उधर या अभी भी पर्सपेक्टिव लगा रहे हो? 2, 2.5. Perfect. बाकी लोग का वेट करने का कोई फायदा नहीं है. बाकी लोग बात करते हैं. There are many people who talk a lot about answer writing. When it comes to answer writing, they don't want, and they want the free seva of evaluation, which, remember, I'm not interested in. If you are not serious and you think that I'm खाली बैठा हूँ, तो no chance on that. Everyone who has done the evaluation, now you continue to be an evaluator. You're going to evaluate an answer which is going to come on this. Okay, ready? Answer should have a context. Answer should have a content. Content must be directed to the demand of the question. It must be comprehensive. It must be logically arranged. It must be innovative, selected, illustrated, and written. Okay. Check. Watershed is not only a hydrological unit but a socio-political ecological entity which plays a crucial role in determining food, social, economic security of rural people. Good. Yes. And the diagram of a watershed: developmental activities like domestic water supply, groundwater restoration, minimize surface, minimize risk, minimize flood storage. Everything is good. मुझे बस एक problem थी यहाँ पे, rural क्यों लिख रहा है? Why rural? Rural, urban, it includes both. True or not? It is not a classification based on settlement type, no? Do we agree? But I liked it. So first page is this. Highlight the components. Components बनाने से पहले उन्होंने वो भी किया. What are the components? There is land management. Aim of soil erosion should reduce, soil fertility should improve, structural management, contour bunding, stone, earthen, graded bunds, contour trench. अच्छा ये बताइए, ये खुल्लर में लिखा है या नहीं लिखा है? Do you get the source also? Vegetal cover, did I tell you? Agroforestry, mulching, have I talked in the class also? Agriculture के notes इधर लेकर आए. Agriculture notes smartly brought here. Production measures like mixed cropping, crop rotation, horticulture. Have I talked about this? Protection of land, landslide, gully, runoff. All these things have been talked in the class. True or not? But smartly put them. Question is component. Is the person hitting the nail on the head? Is the diagram also there? Objectives. यहाँ पे पूछा है, आप देखिए, the heading of the diagram is objectives. Through the diagram, the person is giving the answer. Minimize flood and drought. Minimize surface runoff. Groundwater restoration is drawn a map like that. Makes sense. First page of the answer. This is the first page. I've broken it in two parts. Second page. Water management, judicious use of water, rainwater harvesting, example percolation tank, groundwater recharge, maintenance of water balance, preventing water pollution, economic use of water. अच्छा लिखा है. Straight thing. Biomass management, ecological balance, eco preservation, biomass regeneration, forest management, plant protection, integrated pest and nutrient management, social forestry, productivity of animals. Very good. Makes sense. Watershed development in India, government schemes. Desert Development Program, DPAP and IWDP shown in the map. Yes, no? Did we have that also? And then integrated water management program. I told you integrated water management program. I gave you the breakup also. Awareness, political decentralized, multiple level planning. Sab dal diya usne. Smartly connected. He has connected it. It is not the way it is there. And then in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, whatever is there, Gujarat, degraded forests are there. So what is this? Regional component of integrated water management. Wastelands in India, states with desert development program in India. Ye, I requested you to look for case studies and diagrams. True or not? But whatever is written, the person converts into that. The continuously depleting aquifers of India underscore the need for critical examination, rejuvenation of India's under watershed development program. Marks दीजिए कितने दोगे out of 10. You have also given yourself marks. Quickly. There are many who ran away. When it comes to answer writing, they can talk a lot. Sir, my problem is I overuse this, I do that, and whatever. So you want to give them 9, 6, 7, whatever. I don't think so the examiner is willing to give anyone 9, but 6 to देगा यार. 6 to बनता है. Maybe, like examiner is also seeing, is the answer comprehensive? Is the answer illustrated? Yes or no? He might give around 6. Possible. You compared it with your answer if you wrote it. If you did not, तो आप तो इकट्ठा करो. I told you ना. Very clearly when your doubt comes, overuse the perspective, I know कि भाई पढ़ तो रहा नहीं. ये that मैंने इसलिए पूछा कि आंसर लिख रहा है नहीं लिख रहा. Years of experience, why we know who will overuse perspective and तो दिया नहीं उतना. उसके बाद क्या चाहिए? और advanced class in perspective. 4 के notes रख के बैठते हो. 4 teachers notes भी रखते हो. You keep the notes also and do everything. Why fool us? That's not a good idea. No? So that's not a good idea. And we also keep track of the students who are genuine, who are not. I have ways of your assignments which are submitted. I do quote them. No, who's doing a frivolous assignment? There's so many of you who are doing very good assignment submission. Do we agree or not? चलिए एक और आंसर देखेंगे. एक और आंसर देखेंगे. Please be the evaluator. Components of watershed development in India. They include land management, include use of structural measures like contour bunds, terracing, etc., vegetative measures like mulching, production measures like this, prevention of water pollution, biomass management, eco preservation, biomass regeneration, forest management. देखो same points लिखे हैं. Can you see? Exactly the language is also the same. Only the presentation has changed. Can you see this shows the notes? Exactly the same. How can even the sequence be the correct? Do we get that? जो आपको लगता है कि that's unique. Wow, somebody wanted to give 9. Why did I not give 9? Copy. Objective: increase infiltration of rainwater, revival of traditional water structures, increase farmer income, access to irrigation, reduce impact of disaster. ये थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर new आया. This is new. So ये जो है ये तो book से किया ना. Everyone, the book thing will always be caught. But then answer should be comprehensive. Now, is it wrong to be on the book? No, it should be on the book. That's why I make you read the book. That's why I make you read the book also. Is everyone with me? Biomass management includes eco preservation, biomass this thing, forest management. ये आपने देख लिया, same चीज लिख दिया. What is different is the restoration of रालेगांव सिद्धि अन्ना साहेब हजारे का जो केस स्टडी ये भी उठाया. ऐसा नहीं है कि ओरिजिनल, वो भी उठाया. Case study: Suko Majri model village constructed in the construction of 3 small dam under the community micro. Just a minute for people who are not able to read. Micro water development and to increase the income of the households. So this person has taken case studies like this. That person has taken case studies like this. But will both of them get marks or not? Third person writing this. Components are focus on contours, terraces, groundwater recharge, traditional water harvesting, johads and check dams, afforestation program, agroforestry, organic agriculture, and sustainable agriculture is the triangle. Remember, integrated water management, integrated pest management, integrated nutrient management. Can you see this person has taken from the book but not mugged up? Yes or no? He has just taken the essence from the book. Crop diversification, crop rotation, integrated farming, use of biofertilizers, biopesticide, capacity building, watershed development also improves the capacity of atmosphere of gender balance, skilled population, financial resource pooling. Objectives. What are the objectives? Now, this person, instead of a diagram, has done what? This person has made a map. Ministry of Jal Shakti, State Water and Agriculture Ministry, local investment. So, regional equity, social equity, economic equity, environmental sustainability. Can you see Har Khet Ko Pani? This is an original answer or not? Original answer. Kam likha hai, will still get 6. Can you see these people wrote a lot? This fellow also wrote a lot. Now, you might say, this is it. The answer is over. The answer is over. Now, when Sayam says that we will have to read more. So, Sayam, you're absolutely correct. Read more. But, Sayam, aren't you reading the newspaper? Aren't you doing your GS? Can I say, whatever we've read, we should be able to bring it here. So, when we are worried, will I get time or not? Your time is used in GS also. Your time is used in newspaper also. All that is going to go into paper 2. Do we agree or not? So, when somebody comes and says, no, we should not read newspaper, we should just look at this, kitna ratega yaar? Can you see exactly the same thing 2 people have written? And what do we do in master stroke? हम इनको easy कर दें. I will tell them, ease out. Yes, you have taken good things. इसमें से काम की चीजें लो, ज़्यादा नहीं लो. Yes or no? अब बताओ, किसी ने भी perspective use किया? Nobody used perspective. Nobody used it. And here, one student who claims that he is just doing classes with me, और वो जो है perspective ज़्यादा लिख देता है आंसर में. एक आंसर नहीं सबमिट किया, but लिख देता है. क्या ही बता लो. So can you understand what is a real query, what is not a real query? Since watershed development is an approach of radiating out. Now look at the conclusion. Watershed development is an approach of radiating out sustainable development temporally and while correcting regional imbalances. Makes sense? यहाँ तक मुझे याद है अनु का आंसर. I may be wrong. I think Anu writes like this. Last sentence, is it a difficult sentence? Hence, watershed development is an approach of radiating out sustainable development temporally and spatially while correcting regional imbalances. Many of them I remember through their handwriting. This looks like her, but few of them are very close to similar handwritings. Handwriting, everyone. Many of you unnecessarily come to me, sir, मेरी handwriting बहुत खराब है. Can you see? The examiner is willing to look at your work. छोटा बड़ा सब देखेगा यार. Small letters, big letters, he's willing to look at. Bring respect to your answer. And has the person set up a bigger context or not? 3 answers, all of them will get 6 plus. But this one, everyone, writing the first answer which inspired you the most, itna sara likhna hai. Everyone, please remember, this will take a lot of time to write in the exam. Because of this answer, maybe other answers are left. You might be thinking, wow, who wrote this answer? Maybe this person never completed the test. Possible? Yes or no? For me, this is a good sample. But maybe this person actually did not complete the test. So who completes this? This person completes this. Either पता है या अनु है, इन दोनों का ही आंसर लगता है मुझे. Both of them need to complete it. So be smart. Answer कैसे लिखना है? छोटे में कैसे? How do we finish everything? This is how we work on. True. Use of triangle. Good triangle. अच्छा triangle बना दिया. All those things. सीधा components लिख के 1, 2, 3 components. Objectives how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 objectives and 1 map, 1 diagram. Job done. 2 pages finished. Now tell me, is this smart work or hard work? This is smart work. Nothing on perspective is coming. कोई जरूरत नहीं है, and you yourself will give good marks to this person. And this person is selected. So मैंने पहले भी बताया, the mantra is not faking it. And another thing is, I have spent the class today pushing you into thinking and writing. Some of you may not be at this level, but did you get the recipe? And because you wrote, did you see how much is the gap? And we have to go that much. ये listening वाले तो आते रहेंगे, sir, वो भी करवा दीजिए, वो भी करवाइए. Sir, can you do this advance, that advance? ये सब advance. ये सब advance because of, remember, these are those people, school days, mathematics numerical and physics numerical people. They muck them up. ये आज भी वही सोच रहे हैं that UPSC clearing is about that. Do that. Perfectly okay. But at least you know that I am very clear about my course, what is happening, who's participating. I do keep track of it. That takes a lot of effort here. आप सबके answers आते हैं, assignments आते हैं. I do get to know who's serious and who is just frivolously doing it. Okay, Chandra, you missed the discussion. Please watch it on recording. Island territories. This is the last one which we are left with. Island territories के बारे में क्या करें? Remember what major natural regions 33 and 32 are island territories. Have you already made your spider webs? What are we looking at? Their development issues. Yes or no? These are special areas. Why are they special areas? Everyone, why are island areas, island territories, special territories? Quickly, 1 minute, what are the developmental challenges of island territories? So limited resources are there. Okay, so resource limitation is there. Isolation, yes. Poor connectivity, infra, tribal population. Resource have a limit, no? Resource have a limit. Can I say disaster prone? Fragile ecosystem with its biodiversity. Threat of submergence due to climate change. Low-lying islands have issues of sea level rise. Can I say extreme weather events? True. Food resources, infrastructure के लिए जो resources and strategic. अच्छा, they have a strategic location also, geopolitical strategic location. We need to work on that also. That reminds me that these are the problems. Can anyone tell me what are the prospects? What are the prospects? Opportunities over here. Can anyone tell me what are the prospects? Regional planning issues you brought to me. I think political administrative challenges are, people are there. Okay, tourism is there. So can I say economic prospects are there? And in economic, you people are saying tourism is there. Okay, somebody said fisheries is there. Yeah, true. Can I say even water resource? Okay, stop everyone. When I do this on the screen, why don't you do it? Why are you just writing one point? Aren't these your notes? Isn't that brainstorming effective? That's what I'm looking at. Geopolitical. Can I say strategic? Can I say EEZ related issues? It'll be EEZ आएगा ना? True. Can I say coastline and anti-national or terror activities? Terror or in the ocean, what do we have? Those pirates, piracy control. So that's what we are talking about. Ecological. Huge biodiversity. Unique biodiversity. It can be for pharmaceuticals, yes or no? Many medicines can be there. Yes. It can be for conservation reserves. Pharma, gene pool, conservation reserves. Yes or no? What else? So challenges, maybe you can think of politico-administrative challenges, problems, international problems can be there, ecological problems, economic problems, socio-cultural or anthropological challenges. Yes or no? So anthropological, because they are tribal, so anthropological, social, cultural, all those things are there. Possible or not, everyone? हो तो गया? अब इसमें क्या करना चाहिए? Top down or bottom up? Top down or bottom up? Well, difficult to be bottom up because they are far off. So the center has to look at it. But can it be special packages keeping their ecology in mind? Should economy go over ecology? Should their own traditional practices be removed in the name of homogenization? Should there be alienation promoted? All those issues will come or not. True. Their demography, their health, nutrition, food security. Health, nutrition, food security issue or not? Their demography. Yes. We're looking at pandemics. Pandemic management in these areas. True. These are issues which have come to my mind. Everyone, did these issues come to your mind also? So if a question comes, we will be thinking accordingly. Now, I want to tell everyone who wants to achieve more in less time, a trick. If you want to achieve more in less time, if you want to learn smart work, before going into the book, do this. Before listening to my lecture again, do this. First, what you know, and then what I or the book has to add. So the book says India has around 1300 plus offshore identified islands with significant untapped potential, and they can foster growth and development. Makes sense? This is what the book says. It can contribute to the GDP. We can expect boost in tourism because all infrastructure is improving, and then the economic activities will improve. Exclusive economic zones also. They have a strategic location, and especially the military bases in IOR, Indian Ocean region. They are biodiversity spots and hotspots. Can I say this is significance? Did I also think like this? And is the book also thinking like this? True or not? They have varied ecosystem, can be exploited for medicinal plants, exotic plants, sustainable agriculture. Remember, we're talking about horticulture products in these areas based on their agroclimatic conditions. It should not be wrong. Propagated large-scale hydrocarbon exploration, renewable energy. So can I say resources are there? If not all, wherever they excel, we must be using them. Rainwater harvesting can be popularized, so critical water infrastructure deficit is there. We can manage that also. Fisheries in the islands, mainstay, larger populace on this region is dependent on that. And if we bring in inland fisheries, they are sustainable also and integrate with the blue economy vision of the country. True or not? Most importantly, island can be developed as prime tourist hotspots. They are beautiful beaches, tropical vegetations. Yes, and we are far more economical and attractive compared to the other islands in vicinity of India. So can we offer that? Yes. So people are planning कि हम जाएंगे Mauritius या Maldives for honeymoon. Why not our islands? Same islands, they'll come at a much lower package, and it should be an experience for them. True or not? So everyone, were we able to think that also? Yes. So can I say answer writing is not about reproducing? Answer writing is generating, first brainstorming. Can I say recall will also become better if you practice this more? Everyone with me on this? Recall will become better if you practice this more. True or not? This is coming from the books. Andaman and Nicobar, 30% of India's easy revenue. Yes. What has been here? Shipbuilding, repairing has been an economic activity. Yes. However, the government of India in 2016 identified 26 islands for promoting and implementing development based on sustainable approach of bringing a thriving economy of the project island. In 2016, the government had projects on what was its sustainable approach of developing these. Considering the unique maritime and territorial biodiversity, the government has identified connectivity as one of the key. So government has sustainable projects in this. Government is talking about connectivity. 2017, the Island Development Agency was established. Media data, everyone. Tell me a few things, and this goes as a box item. Will it give power to your answer or not? Suppose the question is strategy for development of islands. If a question is strategy for development of islands, can you use this as a box item? Yes or no? हो सकता है या नहीं हो सकता? So that's what I'm saying. Whatever in your class is given to you, you can very well smartly use and work them for your answer. With me on this? With better communication, information technology based on micro, small MSME would be promoted in the island further after carrying out systematic study. 18 projects, both in Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep, have been identified for implementation. Out of these, 7 projects are under PPP. Good information. So we have an island development agency. The government, when it is planning for it, it is keeping in mind the sustainability of these areas, how this can work, and this is how things are operating in this. Everyone with me on this? Please write a question. Discuss the strategy of development of island territories in India. Everyone, if you are to draw these, can you draw these 2 boxes? Everyone, can you draw these 2 boxes? Discuss the strategy for development of island territories in India. Everyone, quickly. Done? Now, if you were to write the content, okay, how would you place it? Everyone, roughly, as I do that, can you just place it with lines and whatever boxes? Everyone, quickly. How would you place it? What all would you want to keep? Now we are making a skeleton of an answer. So we're not writing the answer, skeleton of an answer. Quickly. Quickly, everyone. Okay. So ready to evaluate a question out of 10 marks? Discuss the strategy. Should this content be included? Should this content be included in that answer? Yes or no? Well, if the person has read this content, maybe. If the person has not, will the person use multiple sources for content or not? So multiple sources. This is how it looks. This is how the answer looks. So please do not be attached to any content. You've seen, when people get attached to any content, they will be forced to memorize. India's island regions are broadly classified into 2 divisions, Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal Islands, along with the many smaller islands like Sagar Island. मुझे इतना पता है तो मैंने इतना लिख दिया. That's okay. Get that? And then what do? Island region, this region, this region, this region. I am not going into more. Island regions suffer from many problems, thus threatening the livelihood and existence of people. Simple sentence. Strategy of development. You have to discuss the strategy, no? So straight away come to the strategy part of it. Strategy is implementation of various programs to prevent ecological degradation and disaster preparedness. For instance, National Coral Reef Monitoring Program to monitor health of the coral reef. ये तो यहाँ पर नहीं था. I did not tell you about coral reef, but the person had coral reef, so he's doing that. So what is happening? Loss of biodiversity is a problem in this. So what are the problems? He makes it through the map. A lot of marine plastic pollution is there. A lot of wave erosion is happening, unsustainable tourism is happening, coral bleaching is happening, sea level rise is happening. Did you see smartly the problems were put in a map? Is it smart? Please get that. Is it the content making the person do this, or is it the context? Content to everyone has. There are people who are trying to write the whole answer. They are writing and writing and writing. These people know, yeah, I have to show what are the regions, where are they. Remember, geography always answers where. So where is there? Why are we interested? These are the problems, and what are the strategies? He says these are the strategies. We can give some programs. We can set up various bodies. Bodies are there. Say for example, Island Development Agency is there. Legislative measures can also be there. Land use donation can be there. We have CRZ rules, coastal regulation zones. They will also apply. And apart from that, NDZs are there. No development zones are there. Perfectly okay. And then he says development strategies are mangrove conservation. There was a problem of coral. So national coral reef monitoring, thriving coir industry in Lakshadweep, water sports, drinking water needs. Everything. The answer is put in the maps in both the cases. Promotion of blue economy can boost local economy. New scientific tools, technologies are needed. So tool and technology is also there. Example, use of geotextile tubes to prevent beach erosion. Now all this is GS. Can you see that? And whatever I'm giving you in slides, please, can you see this is your content for your topic also? I've selected such answers only which can go as your content also. The best part is you are looking at content also and how smartly it is packaged. Thus, keeping in mind the fragile nature of the ecosystem of island region, above steps are needed to balance development and conservation. Good. Anywhere, any fake language. Any fake language. कोई जरूरत ही नहीं यार. We don't need that. Everyone with me on this. ठीक है. एक आंसर देख लिया, कितने मार्क्स दोगे जल्दी से बताओ. Is the answer complete or not? The good quality of all these answers is everyone you said no starting में, sir I tend to write simple answers. I tend to write not do that. All answers are complete. No, do they do justice or not? Some people are saying 5 and some people are saying 6. So I'm saying 5 to 6 marks. That's a good thing. Well, if the examiner likes it, he can give 6.5 also. That's not a problem. Another answer देखिए, अनु ने भी लिखा है. Let's see, अनु क्या लिखा है. So everyone, only one diagram. Straight away, island regions are owing to their unique geography, tribal group, strategic location, require a special strategy like sustainable ecotourism. इधर क्या देंगे? Education, mainland connectivity, skill programs, growth pole here, Andaman Nicobar Islands, international connectivity. Lakshadweep में क्या है? Regional development, international water, territorial sea, contiguous zone, EEZ, strategy for development. Very good. Here. Do you see these people have one more quality? Their answers are complete. Their diagrams speak to you. They are not just making map for the sake of map. Do they load their map with the answer? True. If the examiner is feeling lazy, doesn't want to read it from the map, does he know that the student knows the answer? Yes or no? Decentralized political approach, a bottom-up approach is needed for the tribals. Focus on human capital, give them modern skills. Example, the Ekal Vidyalaya Abhiyan can provide for the holistic education at the last mile. Eklavya model residential schools can help in this. Good original example. Everyone, ये में सिर्फ book थी, इसमें पूरा original लिखा है. Economic development, ecotourism, we can have agro-based industries, we can have ocean-based employment, and everywhere we have example. Infrastructural connectivity, connection with mainland and international region can help in synergizing. Digital connectivity, the inaccessibility of islands can be reduced by digital programs like Swayam Prab and Swayam Skill Development and Kaushal Vikas Yojana. Case study, submarine optical fiber between Chennai and Andaman and Nicobar. The future course and strategy lies in cooperation and collaboration between the Island Development Agency and the tribal groups. Balance between economic and environment. Good answer here. True. Good content for all of you. You must be happy. Sachin sir is sharing all this also. I can just dictate this, no? The problem is with dictation, you would mug it up, but you cannot write it. And there's so much of original work in this. True. Marks कितने दोगे इसको? Marks out of 10. Most of you this time are going above 6, so you'll see 6 plus. You are going to compete with people with such caliber. And you don't want to work on your language. You don't want to read the newspaper. Because some coaching wala said, newspaper ka charas band kar. Yes, do you think these answers can come? And these people have qualified. And is there a lot of innovation? I've already done that with you. Hill region development. Hear that? So what is hill region development? 2 answers, 2 starts. A and B. Hill area, different areas have different issues. So one person starts like this, other person starts like this. I think this is Abhishek. Abhishek was ranked 72. Similar handwriting in both the cases. Everyone, quickly tell me A and B. Shall I read out? Examine the regional development issues and challenges in hill regions. Hill regions of India constitute 17% of India's land, ye book se mila, and are broadly classified into 2 categories. Areas which are conducive with boundaries of states and duties, and areas which form a part of state but designated hill areas like Darjeeling, Western Ghat. Okay. examination of regional development issues, environmental problems like soil erosion. Everyone with me on this? So this person has started with what are hills? Hill regions form around 17% of the total land area. They are characterized by ecologically fragile areas, economic backward. Everyone, do you see these people have memorized one data? How much is the hill area? How much is the mountain area? How much is the plain area? It's worth memorizing. And both of them have written in their own ways. Immediately, can you see on the first page itself, they get into the challenges. They don't write here and there. So what are the challenges? Economic challenges. In terms of agriculture, the agricultural area. That is getting stuck. I think they are telling me time ho gaya over. Class khatam karo. So agriculture area is comparatively less in these areas. Can you see India? And let me zoom it for all of you. India and the hill areas we are looking at. Wasteland. So India has 19% wasteland, whereas the hilly areas. So the person has used graph also. True. Everyone, I understand it's been a long class. Did you get, and there are slides also. So please, for other areas also, I would strongly recommend you read the question and you write your answer first and then compare. I have given you 2 samples for both so that you can use it. More answer writing. If you're looking at more at answer writing, Sunday I will be taking that discussion. You can join me. That is a better way of discussing answers. Because here, when I'm talking about in the class, I have to complete the topic also. So that is why I do not get a chance to bring so many samples over there. So Kalyanika, that happens morning to evening. 11 a.m. it starts, it goes till 7 in the evening. There are 3 slots of 2.5 hours. So I cover the full paper. 19 questions are discussed in that. I'll share the link on the group, don't worry. So that will be there. People who are interested in more answer writing and entire Indian geography, you can very well be there. Is everyone okay? So have you talked about hill areas also? Hill through an answer. Island also done. So the syllabus part is over. Answer writing, can it happen overnight? Ek raat mein ho jayega. Can it happen overnight? Is there a medicine for that? Can I say, let's work on our quality? Quality of what? Ideas, innovation, and language. And let it be driven by context. And quantity, I'm saying don't worry. Give me 2.5 months of master stroke testing. Whichever year you are giving your mains, master stroke testing join karo. 2.5 months, I'll push you into a lot of writing, a lot of feedback, and things work for that. Do we get that? But right now, let's work on this. So I hope you created value out of this breakthrough. Please, you can write on the group. I'll open the group. What did you learn on answer writing on the on the breakthrough session? If you created something, others will also learn from that. So thank you. Bye-bye. Ending the class. No homework for today. Tomorrow we are starting the last topic, which is called the contemporary issues. They are also broken, fragmented. So I'll be talking about them one by one so that your syllabus is completed. Apart from that, as I told you, the next course is called the A to Z of geography, where we'll do paper 1 and paper 2 and relate them also. Take care. Bye-bye.